My name is Jacqueline Njeri Wawero. I'm 29 years of age. I come from a family of 2. I'm the firstborn and I have a younger brother. I have also foster sisters. There are 3. Yes. And so I work at a healthcare industry and I'm also a model. My main reason to share my story is to encourage the young people, especially the ones who are in a relationship, to encourage them, to tell them that never to give up. Even though you've been heartbroken, it's not the end of the road. You can rise up and move on, and we can stop these suicides, killing one another because of love, going into depression because of love, ruining your life because of love. You can still rise up and move on. So my story begins in 2009. That's when I met my first love. And I also lost my mom in 2009. And so, yes. So it was love at first sight, when I first met him. We dated for 6 years before we broke up. And the main reason we broke up was because of he had a relationship with my foster sister. I have foster sisters. We grew up with, grow up na wao. My mom and her mom were best friends since college. So tumekuja tukajuana na wao. We grew up with one another. Tulikuwa mabeshte, and we were so tight. Tulikuwa tunaishi na wao. At times tunapelekwa kwao. They come to our place. So when mom died and sikuwa na relationship poa na my aunties and my uncles, I chose to go stay with them. And they took me in as their daughter. So huko ndio nilikuwa najua ni home since 2012. So relationship ya sistangu na my ex started in 2015. Nilikuwa nafanya Miss Tourism, Miss World, as I said earlier, I'm a model. Nilikuwa nafanya hizo gigs, and so they met, wali meet wakati tulikuwa tunaenda hizo house parties and everything. Yeah, so they started their relationship. In 2016, we broke up with my ex. First time, nakumbuka, I was in Malindi. In 2012, I got a job in Malindi, and nikaenda Malindi. So, nikaona picha yake, I think on WhatsApp. Nikamuliza, he was embracing a lady. Kamuliza, who is this lady? Kaniambia, I'm a model, so we were told to do a photo shoot. Kamuliza, you're doing a photo shoot with a lady embracing her. What kind of a photo shoot is that? And why do you have to put it on your WhatsApp profile? Akakata hiyo story. Nikamwambia, ni sawa. So I let it go because niko Malindi, ako Nairobi, so it's a long distance relationship now. After 2012, again on 2014, now when I came back, it was on my birthday, I remember. Na akaniambia, bede unaweza nisaidia na 1K. Kamuliza, unataka 1K ya nini? Akaniambia, there's something I need to buy. So after asking for that 1,000, akaeka picha ya dem kwa profile yake. Nikamuliza, who is this? Akaniambia, it's a certain model, I'm training them. I'm like, this is not making sense. So why are you asking for money? Are you asking for money to go and buy her something or what? I brushed that story off again. The third time now was in 2015. Tulienda Masaku Sevens. So in Masaku Sevens, there was a certain lady alikuwa na yeye. And this girl alikuwa anashinda akimwita babe. So I'm like, who is this calling you babe? Akaniambia, she's just a colleague of mine. Nikamwambia, okay, sawa. A colleague calling you babe. Does it even make sense? So kufika midnight, mi nikarudi home. The following day, this chick starts talking me. Akaniambia, who are you in this guy's life? He's my boyfriend. Nikamwambia, but this guy, I've been dating him since 2010 for 5 years now. So how comes you are the girlfriend all of a sudden? And that's how that was the third relationship nilimpata nayo akicheat. The fourth one sasa ndio hii ya sistangu. There's one day that my younger sister alikuwa anacheza na simu ya sistangu. So when she was scrolling, I saw a picture of my sister and my ex making out. So I didn't bother asking. So nikangoja watoke nje waache simu, and I went picked up the phone. Kuscroll, nikaona conversation zao, nikaona text zao. I was so devastated, yani Nikaenda tu kwa room, I just locked myself up, nikalia, and that's when she noticed that nimejua. So akakuja, nikaambia after some time, the following day after I noticed, nikaambia mom what was going on. Nikamwambia this and this and this. I found out that they are dating, or rather they are having something behind my back. And my mom was like, unajua, if you can't make peace with someone, then you'd rather move. And maybe God sent you to bring your sister a husband. So nikaona, unajua huyu ni mtoto wake. I'm just a kid mwenye nimekuja tu. So me I chose to leave. Nikatoka, nikaenda, nikaanza drinking, because I was like, this is a guy this is now 2016 venye nimefind out. This is a guy I've dated for 6 years. This is my sister, as in nimeishi nao since 2012. Hata kama walikuwa nataka kunitoa kwa hao yao, they would have used another method. So I went to drinking. Nilikuwa na kunywa. To an extent, one day I remember I went to a club in town, and nilikunywa whiskey mbili, 2 bottles of whiskeys, and I was sick for a whole week. So yes, I fell into depression, I fell into frustration in the midst of drinking, because unajua in drinking you meet so many people, men. So nika meet with one guy, a random guy, and that's how I got pregnant. Nikashika mimba December, the first week ndo nilinotice niko na ball. Yeah. 2016, that's when I noticed that I was pregnant, yeah. So venye nilishika ball, nilimwambia, because even though he was a random person, unajua kuna venye watu wanachukuanga contacts. So mimi nikachukua contact yake, nikamwambia, you know what, I'm pregnant. Kaniambia ni sawa tu, I'll be the best father. But mimi, my aim was not to have a husband, or rather have a boyfriend. My aim was to relieve my frustrations, to relieve whatever I was feeling inside. Sikuwa naaminiani sistangu anaweza nifanyia kitu kaa hiyo. So nilimpush away. I just pushed the guy away, na nikamwambia, you know what, I'll take care of my baby alone. Na abortion was not even part of me. Sikuwa nafikiria hata kuabort mtoi wangu. So in June 2017, I applied a job through the newspaper. At this time, sikuwa na a stable job. So nilikuwa bado natafuta job juu sasa niko na ball. I need to know how to take care of my kid. Nika apply job through the newspaper, and after 4 days nikaitwa interview. So kuitwa interview, sikuwa najua kama nachukuliwa. Niko na mimba, niko 6 months. Itakuwa loss for the company. But who is God? Nikaenda interview, meet na director mwenye kampuni. Akaniambia we do not discriminate. Na ndivyo nikapata job kwenye bado nafanya. Yeah, so in June 2017, venye nilipata job June. So nikajifungua August mwisho. Venye nilijifungua nikakaa na aunti yangu for a month. Then I came back to Nairobi in September. So, no, October, sorry. My auntie was in Nyeri. Sasa niliacha kukaa na my first appearance cause sikuwa na relationship na wao anymore. So nikarudi Nairobi October, na ndio nikaingia job. I didn't even finish my 3 months maternity leave. Nikaingia job cause bado nilikuwa na feel kidogo, niko bado na tashwishi na sistangu. In November I remember sistangu akanicall. Nashanga, hatujaongea na wewe like for a whole year, so why are you calling me? Kunicall ananiambia, guess what sis, you'll be an auntie. Kamuliza, wow, congratulations. Mtoini wa so and so. Akaniambia, So nikamwambia, you know what, please don't ever call me again. I'm happy for you and I wish you all the best. Na hapo ndio tuliacha kuongea na sistangu na my foster family, all of them till date. Sijaongea na wao. So 2017, 2018 nikaamua me relationship no, because I was still bado nilikuwa depressed. As much as nilikuwa na mtoi bado nilikuwa na feel Sasa hata ameniongeza machungu, manake ameniambia ako na mtoi wa huyu mtu. So it's adding salt to the wound. Nilijiambia I do not want anything to do with men or anything. I just want to focus on my child. So I took my time to heal. So I can say nimewasamehea, I've forgiven them. I still love my sister so much. I wish hata tunaweza communicate tena. But I do not want to reach out. I want her to realize that she did a mistake and it's wise to come and ask for forgiveness. I do not have any grudges against her. Neither do I have any grudges against the guy. Plus, they have a child together. There's nothing I can do. So, yes, I believe in my heart that I've forgiven them. So, 2017, 2018, nikaamua, no relationship, no nothing, no thinking about a man. It's me focusing on my kid. And that's what I did. Na hapo ndio nikagrow. And I healed completely in 2019. Ndio nikaamua, let me get into another relationship. Unfortunately, Miss G, if I'm not lucky with relationships or something, I entered into another relationship in 2019. Remember, I've taken 2 years to heal. I was praying to God, God nisaidie nipate tu mtu mwenye atanipenda, atapenda mtoto wangu. So huyu tulimit work, tulimit job. Mimi niliona a handsome guy amekuja, anafanya audit job. And so alikuja in August. September, October, November, December, tukaenda Christmas holidays. In January 2019, ndio tulianza kuongea na yeye. So akakuja akaniuliza what's my name, he took my contact, na January ndio tulianza kudate na yeye. It was good, it was nice, tulikuwa tuna flow. He used to treat me like a queen. By the I don't know, sidhani nishaimit mwanamume amenitreat vizuri ka yeye. So he used to treat me so well. But in August, ilikuwa birthday yake, I remember. And nikamwambia, I wanted to surprise him. So I booked a dinner for 2 along Mombasa Road at Panari Hotel. So kumwambia, nikamwambia, please don't schedule anything for yourself on a certain date. I'll be taking you out for dinner. Kaniambia, I don't like surprises. So nikamwambia, it's just a birthday dinner. Hakuna kitu kingine. Kaniambia, no, me I don't like surprises and I won't go. Na hapo ndio tukaanza tashwishi. Nikamwambia ni sawa basi, me I'll cancel, nitakuletea 2 present. So I gave him a present. Na tukaendelea. Kama venye tulianza hizo ma issues that time, nikaanza kufikiria otherwise, mbona unakataa kwenda dinner? Kwani there is someone else instead of me? So in November, I remember kulikuwa na, I don't know which festival it was. Alikuwa anapenda kwenda hizo festivals. And mostly alikuwa ananiambia, I'm going to these festivals with either my cousin or my sister. Nikamuuliza, unaweza jenda festival na cousin yako ama sister yako? Kwani, why am I here then? So in November 2019, on 30th, ilikuwa Saturday, akaenda hiyo festival yenye alikuwa anaenda. My friends were also there. Wakanicall, wakaniambia, hey Jackie, fulani ako wapi? Nikamwambia ameenda festival na cousin yake. So apparently walikuwa wanajua huyu msichana mwenye ameenda naye. Na alikuwa ananiambia ni cousin yake. Niambia, uko sure ni cousin yake? Nikamwambia ya, aliniambia ni cousin yake. Kaniambia no, this is not a cousin. So nakumbuka before Saturday on 29th, I'm a member of Sitam Valley Road. Nilienda church that evening. And on Friday, Pastor Egon was the one who was praying. Akasema, if there's anything causing you not to have joy, please come to the front. Mi nikaenda cause nilikuwa na feel kuna kitu inanisumbua. Nikaenda and we prayed about it. Na nikaenda home. After prayers, I just went directly home. 30th sasa ndio ameshikwa. So nikamwambia, ni sawa basi, wacha nitamuongelesha. I waited for Saturday to end, Sunday to end. Nikamraukia on Monday morning around 9 a.m. Nikamuuliza, mbona unanidanganya fulani ni kazini yako? Akani block kwanza. Akablock text yangu, akablock simu yangu, nikamcall na simu ya mtu mwingine. Akashika. So akani unblock kwa simu yangu. Akaanza kunitext akaniambia, why do you want to be introduced to my cousin? Why do you want to be introduced to my sister? Nikamwambia, why are you cheating on me with someone else? Akaniambia, I'm not cheating on you. I've replaced you. I was like, wow. and it was cutting so deep. Mtu anakuambia I've just replaced you. It's like you are, yani ulikuwa something just to toss around with. Remember, so our love has just faded. Akania, our love has just crashed. Akaniambia hapana, it has not crashed, it has faded. So nikaona mtu tunasumbuana. I just texted him nikamwambia I wish you all the best and I wish you won't hurt any other person the way you did. Wakati tuli break up na yeye, we broke up in December 2nd. That was the end of our conversation. I decided, nikakumbuka, when I broke up with my first guy, I went to depression, I went to drinking. Nikaamua, I won't go to drinking again. I'll now focus on God. And that is how I gave my life to Christ. Nikaambia God, now, this second relationship, yes, it has hurt me. I'm going into depression again. And yes, I went into depression because December nilikonda tu mara moja tu hivyo. I was staying at my house. I've rented my house. So I stay alone, me, my baby, and my nanny. So those are the 3 guys tunaishi pamoja. So at this time, bado wakati tulikuwa tunadate na huyu kijana mwingine, the second guy, I was going to his place. Hakuwa nakuja kwangu. Nilikuwa mostly naenda kwake. And I think I was spending more time with him than I was with my daughter. So, yes, nikaamua, I won't staki, wacha tu ikae. And I told God, I don't want to pray for a man again. At your right time, you're going to bring the right person. Because at times, nili realize, actually a friend of mine and a sister who we pray with, akaniambia, Jackie, your prayer is always, God give me a husband, God give me a spouse. You're making men your idol, and that's why you are falling into the wrong relationships. And nikaambia, God, I do not want to go against your will anymore. It's now you to give me the right person and for me to do the right thing. Na hapo ndo nikaamua, I won't date again. I won't focus on men again. I won't focus on myself. Unajua, I'm like, I'm almost 30. I want to get married before. Sitaki mtoto wangu anze kuniuliza dad ni nani, juu anasikia wengine wakitana dad. I was like, God, no, you're going to take care of everything. At the right time, you're going to bring the right person. My life will be good. In the second relationship, we broke up on 2nd December 2019. And after we broke up, I gathered myself, yani nilijitaka mkutano, nikajiuliza, why was I wasting my time with this guy? First of all, yes, he was treating me so well. He used to take me out for dates, he used to bring me presents even at work. I think hata kuna watu job walikuwa wanajua, huyu ni Chalia Jackie. So I felt guilty because nilikuwa na spend more time with him than I did with my daughter, because anytime angenipigia niambie please come, ningeenda. Mimi ndio huyo nimeenda. At times angenipigia usiku ananiambia kabi na kungoja hapo chini. Naacha mtoi wangu na house girl, natoka naenda kwake. I used to go for sleepovers every weekend. Kumbuka niko na mtoto mdogo. Mtoto wangu bado ana breastfeed. So ilikuwa yani after breaking up with him nikajiuliza, why was I doing all this? Why was I putting so much attention to him? Pengine pia yeye alikuwa anaona I'm not valuing my daughter so much and I'm value yeye sana. So after ku break up na yeye, I was like, God give me the grace to carry on. Na nikasema, for the time that I lost with my daughter, I'll make it up for her. So ikaanza kukua, okay, for December, January and February, nilikuwa into depression. I can't say, not very much, but sikuwa naongea na mtu. At work, I was not talking to anyone. Mtu angenikasirisha and I get so agitated. So I was like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I was not opening up to anyone. I was just myself. But this time sikuwa nakunywa, but I was not eating. at all. So in March ndio nikaona this thing hapana, I have to, lazima I rise up and move on, cause kwenye yuko he's going on with his life, nothing is, hakuna kitu inamsumbua, but for me inanisumbua and it's eating me up. So in March 2020 nikasema enough is enough, I'm now rising up and moving on. So nikaanza I started talking it out with my friends, nikaanza kuambia venye na feel, and I went for counseling. I had to go for counseling because sasa nilikuwa na feel tu vibaya kabisa, first, second. And so I vowed to myself that every weekend I'm going to be spending, venye nilikuwa na spend na yeye, I'll be spending with my daughter. And that's how now I came to a good relationship and I regained my weight again because nilikuwa mdogo. I remember kutoka December hadi Feb sikuwa nimefikisha hata 45 kgs. I was weighing 44 kgs. But now in March, sahi at least I'm 54, I'm okay. I can feel I'm okay. Hata nikimwona mahali I'm like, okay, fine, I used to date you, but it's okay. If it's meant to be, it will be. But if it's not meant to be, I do not want to go against God's will ever again. I can tell the young generation right now, relationships, yani, there will be heartbreaks, utaheartbreakiwa, you'll feel depressed, you'll feel like committing suicide, you'll feel like killing the other so that they cannot be with someone else. But learn from my story. You can get depressed, but wacha isikukule mpaka ikumalize. Wacha isifike hiyo point ya suicide. Just rise up and move on. Dress yourself, look at the mirror and say that I can make it. This is not the end of the road. There is so much out there. There are so many people out there looking for someone like you. Either you are a young man, whether you are a young lady, someone out there is looking for someone like you. So rise up and move on, and don't make men or women your idols. At the right time, you're going to get the right person. For the single moms, I would say be encouraged. Unajua at times tunafikirianga, mtoi wangu atakaa anze kuuliza where is my dad? Who is my dad? Mbona watoto wengine wanaitana daddy na mimi sina dad? But be a mother and father to this kid. I would say there are two people who have really encouraged me, and they're in the media personality. Kate Actress and Yami Mami. These guys have really built built as a single mom. Cause nikiangalia mtoi wangu hata niuliza, as long as she's not lacking and as long as I'm working hard to make sure she's comfortable, she will never ask who is my dad. She will never go to a single dad and ask who is my mom. No, just treat her like other kids are being treated by both parents. Don't be desperate for a mom. Don't be desperate for a dad. Just be a single mom and be content with what you have. Your child, at the right time, you're going to have a dad for your kid. And for the single dads, you're going to have a mom for your kid. So be encouraged and treat your kid with all, what can I say? Yani, wapatie tu chenye unaweza. Don't go beyond and don't go below.